Hello, kindergartners! Welcome to the last day of math with Miss Ronigan this week, where we have learning all about time. Now, this week we've really been focusing on time to the hour, and we know that every time it moves to the next number, one whole hour has passed. We've also learned the importance of time as it tells us when. That's what this sight word right here says, when, because we need to know when things are happening, when we are having breakfast, when we're having dinner, when we get to go outside, when we need to brush our teeth. All of those questions that are asking when, we can answer by looking at a clock or thinking about how much time has passed. Now we can also use the digital clock, but we've been talking about the circle ones. Think in your brain, what are those circle clocks called? Oh yeah, analog clocks. Let's say it one more time. Ready? Analog clocks. So let's keep on practicing with our analog clocks today. I have a bunch of clocks right here. Now, the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to put them in order. So we're going to look at what time is happening first. So if it is lunchtime, which is around noon or 12 o'clock, that is kind of in the middle of the day. So then we're going to count on to see what time comes next. Remember, on the clock, there are two hands. One hand is really long, like this blue one, and the other one is shorter, like this red one. The blue long one right here shows us the minutes. So every time it goes to one of these little tick marks, a whole minute or 60 seconds has passed. Now this red one, the shorter one, that's the hour. So every time it goes from one number to the next, then we know that is one whole hour or 60 whole minutes. So let's take a look to figure out which one comes after 12 first. So if I'm looking all of these long lines, the taller one is at the 12, which means it is o'clock, which means it's an hour. So we can just focus on the shorter hand. All right, let's look at this one. This one is pointing to the 9, so it is what time? 9 o'clock. Okay, this one, let's see if it goes before 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock. This one, the shorthand's pointing to what number? 4. So it is 4 o'clock. All right, I know that 4 comes before the number 9, so we're going to switch those two around. Okay, let's see the next one. This shorthand is pointing to what number? 2. So that means it is 2 o'clock. All right, give me a thumbs up when I have it in the right spot. 2 o'clock after 9? No. Is 2 o'clock before 9? It is. Is it after 4? No. Is it before 4? It sure is. Okay, so we got to move these ones down. There we go. Next, this one down here. Ooh, they're in a straight line, but that shorter hand is pointing to what number? 6. So I know it is 6 o'clock. All right, is 6 after 2? It is. Is 6 after 4? It is. Is 6 after 9? No. All right, so I have to move that 9 down. All right, one more. This shorter hand is pointing to what number? 3. So I know it is 3 o'clock. Is 3 come before 2? No. Does 3 come after 2? Yes. Does 3 come after 4? No. So I know it is right in the middle. So if we're going to tell the time based on these clocks in order, first I have 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Those are all of our clocks, and that's the order of those times. Now remember, whenever we write o'clock, we always do the dot, 0, 0. So if I was doing this one right here, I would write 2, 0, 0. If I was doing the next one, it would be 3, 0, 0. If I was doing this one over here, it would be 4, 0, 0. If I was doing this green one down there, it would be 6, 0, 0. And if I was doing this very last one, it would be 9. All right, so let's get started on our math page today. Just like earlier this week, you are going to need your scissors and a glue stick. First thing we do is always the same. Pick up a pencil and write your name. So I'm going to write Miss Ronigan, and I hope you have been practicing your first and last name at home too. Next, it says cut out the clocks and glue them under the correct time to the hour. So we know it's to the hour because all of them have 00. There are no minutes after that hour. So we're doing time to the hour. Your job today is to cut out all of these clocks, snip, 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 so they make the squares. Then take your glue stick, glue it on the back, and match it to the time. Now, the tricky part of this today is that the 12 o'clock always needs to be at the top. So make sure that when you glue it, the 12 o'clock isn't at the bottom because then that would be upside down. Let's take a look at this first one. What's that number there? It's a teen number. Ooh, it's 12. So there is 12 o'clock. Now I know 12 o'clock means that both hands are pointed to the very, very top. So I'm going to look. Here it is. Both hands are pointed. So I'm going to glue it after I cut it and paste it right there. Let's do one more. This is the number 3. So I know it is 3 o'clock. All right, let's see which hand is pointing to the 3. Whoa, right away. Oh, lucky. Here we go. And I'm going to glue it right there. You know what to do now. Finish the rest of those. And if you're Miss Veronica's class, please send her a beautiful picture because she cannot wait to see your work. Then for our seesaw activity, you have to write the digital time, which means you have to write these numbers. These are all the analog clocks, and we have to write the digital time in numbers because we are answering the question, what time is it? So all of them are O clocks, which means they have the dot, dot, 0, 0. So when you're writing it today on Seesaw, click the T to type. This shorthand, we always look for that one first. When we're doing the hour, is pointing to what number? 4. So now I need to write dot, dot, 0, 0. You can either type it on the T on your Seesaw, or you can write it with your finger. Sometimes it's hard to do those 2 dot dots, but if you look on your keyboard, you will see that they are just 2 dots right on top of each other. Just like this one, 2 dots, dot, dot, and then 0, 0. All right, you know what to do. Have a great day. I hope you have been practicing all of these different kinds of time because it is so important to always know when we get to do fun things. I love you and I miss you so much. Don't forget to finish all of those Seesaw activities, and I cannot wait for us to continue to learn even more about time next week. Goodbye.